Yeah, my estimation for what was going to come down, in our national future, what was going to happen in our society was they were going to give the pretense of, progress being made, and whatever they need to tell the people on the TV is just, whatever's going to make them feel good and docile and inactive. This is really most likely the scenario, because you look at something called Operation Trust. It's very much what we're experiencing. You look at concepts like you have Kash Patel coming out and saying, "Oh, look, we're breadcrumbing the people. We're not gonna arrest any of the people because realistically, that's untenable. We can't actually go after any criminals, but we can window dress. We can give you the veneer of progress. We can grab some seats of power and prestige for ourselves, but we're not going to actually have any human traction take place. We're not going to do that." And the thing is, like, my political perspective has been completely scrubbed from the dialogue. We're not allowed to present my position. And what is my position? I think it's a rational, humane position. But what we have is alternative strawmans, like communism. That's not an alternative. That's saying, I can put it this way: the Bernie Sanders supporters that I knew about 200 of these people. And the Bernie Sanders people concluded in their admission that criminals should run society, that they're the rightful, dominant people. The criminals are more sophisticated, they're more intelligent, they're more moral, because there's no real morality. It's just like a sycophancy to power. And the criminals, you need to just be a criminal bootlicker. And they really thought that was the position to take. This is the Bernie Sanders people, 100% of them. None of them came to any other conclusion. They just said, "Hey, yeah, I think serving the criminals, the savvy, sophisticated criminals." Example would be Bernie Sanders deferring to the Clintons. And they really accept that. They go, "Yeah, the Clintons should be invited." That's Murder Incorporated, by the way. And the Hegelian right wing is no different. You could say it's even worse. Like, if you're just a faithless, godless Satanist, that's pretty bad. But when you're a Christian, godless, faithless Satanist, you kind of one up the stakes there. And this is essentially what we have. But the political position that we're not utilizing, it's the fact that humanity has value, that truth has value, conceptual truth has values. They don't have that. They have a unification of oneness as a value. That's Antichrist is what it is. That's what you're dealing with. So when you look like scripturally, you have the Bible verse that says, how much you accounted me for? 30 silver pieces. That was the monetary substance of Christ and his personage, his physical body, his conceptual, spiritual values. They gave him 30 silver pieces of value. That's what Judas was bribed to take and led towards that. That was, 30 silver pieces. And that's essentially even more than what the absolutionist values humanity and the message of Christ, or any conceptual values. They just believe in this adhesion of tenacity, just, might makes right, go along to get along, increase your power. But the political position that they're not taking is like, hey, we have human citizens living on an earth. Perhaps we have an infinite frontier of the starways, the spaceways, and let's value humanity, not the religious, escapism of absolution and oneness with the universe. Let's value humanity. And I think naturally, this is where Donald Trump is going to align himself as a person. He wants to do what's right. He wants, when he tells you, like, "Well, I don't think I did anything wrong," that's not narcissism. He's actually being actually humble. It comes off as narcissistic, but it's really just it's much easier to just virtue signal and be pretentious and dishonest, where he's actually saying, "No, I stand on what I stand. I did what I did, and there's shortcuts that I didn't take, and I'm proud of that. That's fine. That's great. And I think naturally he's going to align himself to a human cause. But the seduction of the powers that be, it's, that's something, when we're looking at the current situation of the current political volition, they're really going with the same Hegelian right-wing talking points, where the political position I'm arguing for is completely omitted. They don't have human values. They have elitist values.